So let's start recording. Welcome to the podcast. Hope everyone had a good Halloween. I did. I was festood. Oh, I am festood, but I suited, I should say. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking him up to Chicago, which is looking more and more likely, especially after I'm gonna watch it. But you know. But before we get to that, we have to go in chronological order. So we talk about we'll start with Blue Jackets versus Maple Leafs, which excuse me, I did not think that was gonna be as funny as it was. Give me 1 second. All right, we back. So yeah, we're gonna start. Excuse me, by talking about Jackets Maple Leafs, which was funny if you're a Blue Jackets fan. And if you're a fan of any other team, it was funny too. Especially the Canadiens fan. I think the only one who enjoyed that game more than Blue Jackets fans were Canadiens fans. Because, it's at least Canadians are bitter rivals. Although sometimes they can cry a lot, like they did after Canadiens Oilers game, which I talked about before, but I'll talk about again. That looked like a boarding at live speed, and because we only called it 2, they cannot review it. I don't know if it can completely remove the penalty. I think we would have to downgrade it to a 2-minute minor if I was a major, but probably live speed. It looked like a boarding, but that was way of the past. We need to go to the recent past, if that makes any sense. But yeah, we'll talk about Jackets. Excuse me. Maple Leafs, which was funny. Unless you're a Leafs fan. I don't know why I keep saying that. The goal scorers for Cole Sillinger, 6:56 into the first period. Sakarinsky, 11:16 into the first period. And then the Leafs scorer with Bias, if that's how I pronounce his last name, was like, oh no. We're gonna make it a game. And then Perro made it 3-1. But Sillinger with a second of a night. Made it 4-1. Fabro made it 5-1. Olivier made it 6-1. Tavares 6-2. Robinson 6-3, and 6-3 is your final score. Like I said, my prediction was only It was 2-1 win for Blue Jackets. I know the Leafs are always a good team. I just laugh when it comes to the playoffs because they just poop for bed. So John Tavares got his 500 career goal. That's really the only thing Maple Leafs can take for this game. To be honest, is Tavares' 500th career goal. Only 49 players. Well, I should say 48 before him, because he was the 49th. I don't know. Maybe either McDavid or Leon. I could see them becoming the 50th. More likely Leon, because McDavid shoots a lot. What is Leon at? Before we talk more about the Leafs game, I just interested to know how close Leon is to 500 career goals. 408. So he is not too far away. And he is 30, so I think he can do it. But anyways, yeah, it was a good game to be a Blue Jackets fan. despite the 500th career goal by John Tavares. But Toronto Maple Leafs lost 6-3 to the Columbus Blue Jackets at National Arena on Wednesday. He scored 15:45 of the third period to make it 6-2. You play this game to win as a team, and it's all about the team. Tavares, sorry, said, you like to make a more competitive game for sure. In the days ahead, I'll appreciate it more. I mean, yeah, I would too, but honestly, it really would. I mean, I'm not a Leafs fan, but I like Tavares. I kind of feel for him because it's got to be deflating. Yay, I got my 500th goal, but we still lost 6-3. Woo! Yeah, woo! Then Toronto captain, which is I think it's funny. Austin Matthews said, "It's amazing. I can't say enough of great things Johnny and the person, right? He has a teammate and the professional of a guy that shows up to drink every day is one of the hardest workers. Takes care of himself and all their points. I mean, obviously, if you get 500 goals, you're a very good hockey player. That was Sillinger's first 2 goals of a season. Like, if you're looking at hockey stats, you see number of prophecies. That's how many goals they scored over a season. So new month, new charity. We're raising money for Feeding America until December. Then we're doing Toys to Tots, which I will leave up, especially when I'm up in Chicago. So, anyways, back to hockey. The line of Charlie Carl, Matthew Olivier, and Cole Sillinger combined for 11 points. Now that is a beautiful line. When we get a cycle going, we're tough to knock off the puck, Sillinger said. If teams give us the time and space, we can capitalize. Throughout a 6-game stretch here, we felt like we've done that. It's just a matter of executing. So yeah. I already said we're scoring summary. And the notes are John Tavares becomes the second player to reach 500 goals by playing for Maple Leafs. Tavares has 9 points, 5 goals, 4 assists. So 5, 4, 9. 5. He goes goals, assists, and total points. So 5, 4. Charlie Coyle became the third player, in franchise history before my previous the game during Artemi Panarin 5 in December of 2017. Scott Hartnell way back in 2014. So yeah, he put up some big former Blue Jackets. Put up some stuff with some big former Blue Jackets. And then we have Oilers versus Rangers. What's that? I don't understand what that was. The Rangers scored 3 unanswered goals to win. JT Miller scored 2:49 of overtime. We knew Rangers rallied from down 2 with third period to win 4-3 against Edmonton Oilers at Regis Place on Thursday. Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. Yeah, and it was their second win for them after going 1-4-2, which I believe that was a loss back in the Garden. So the scoring summary was Brzezinski, unassisted on Earth, Wallman, and Roslovic. Celebrating Henrique and Drysaddle at power play goal. Nurse again. Howard a Wallman. Schneider, Radish, and then you heard JT Miller in overtime. So for play by play, I don't understand what even happened. Like, we go to overtime. Oh wait, did we do it? The play by play, did we go from? I don't know. I've never really looked at this because I'm just finding ways to do it without showing Angel just to avoid the whole blocked thing. Because what I'm seeing is only the first 3 periods. Because obviously only oh, here we go. Here's overtime. Yeah, on the ice. The fact that we have McDavid, Draisaitl, I think I love Bouchard, but he's been having some really, really bad games lately. And it's been costing us games. If I remember right, I'll have to mute the tab. He had a turnover that led to the game-winning goal. So I'm gonna move the tab. So I believe Rangers fans were discussing. Go to New York if you want to be a Rangers fan. I don't care if it's your show's 6 team. I was a Crew fan and now I'm a Cincinnati fan. You support your local team. I'm close to Cincinnati for Columbus. So that's why I support them. Yeah, watching it back, I don't know what the entire line was saying. McDavid was being lazy, Drysdale was being lazy, Bouchard was being lazy. So they just left Skinner out to dry, unfortunately. Leon for dry saddle, which is annoying that they just left Stu out to dry like that. Like, it's just incredibly frustrating. Hey, I'm responding to someone in Discord. So, I'm talking about who would replace Captain Matt as captain, which we don't even know, which is certainly what we're talking about later. Next, we're talking about Jackets versus Blues. That was a close one. Way too close. For my taste. Like, whoops, let's actually click on right game. Way too close. Blue Jackets have won 4 in a row. Well, they did up until last night. Jet screws made 37 saves. Krasinski was just amazing. And Greece 17 saves and preferred. Unfortunately, one did squeak through. The jackets are now 7-5-0. But at the time, we were 7-4-0. Which means they have not lost in overtime or a shootout. So I 7 wins, 4 losses, no overtime losses. The Blues are 3-7-2. And of the last 5 as of this game for 0-5-2. So obviously no wins. 5 regulation losses, 2 overtime losses. And the goal scoring summary was Justin Falk, Charlie Coyle, Zach Krasinski, Sean Monahan, Buchanan, and that ended your scoring. I think I almost got my prediction right. So there's that, and well, it's a fun hockey game, but we got to go back to Edmonton, where that we had to beat Chicago in overtime is kind of sad. Your goal scorers were Leon Draisaitl, Tyler Bertuzzi, Jack Vlasic, Andre Burakovsky, and Bouchard, making up for the loss in overtime. And I remember this Chicago goalie just like they left him out to dry like the Oilers did last time they lost in overtime. I don't know why anyone wasn't covering. I don't know why they waited so long to cover when they saw the goalie was down. You got to take one for the team. I mean, I've never played goalie, but with all that padding for safety, I can imagine it's easy to get up when you're trying to play the puck. I'm gonna have to ask my friend about it, who used to play goalie. But then again, goalie had some probably changes he played. Yeah, I mean, the goalie, which I have to, let me look at the box score. I miss Nick Foligno's a Blue Jacket. Oh my god, I miss that man. So I don't know what Spitzer Knight was supposed to do there. This team just let him down. It's hockey, it's a team sport. So the fact that they actually had to go to overtime, it's kind of concerning. But Twitch, we're about to take an ad break because I do consider this a job. So if you're watching this on YouTube, yeah, you won't get an ad. I don't know why. It's not like that, but it is starting in 50 seconds. If I just snooze it, we're starting in 5 minutes. So let's just rip the band-aid off. And if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, all that jazz and stuff. So, yeah. I don't know. I can do a sad break. Right back. Oh, I'm trying to talk my mic muted. Anyways, I was saying what I was missing so far was so real, which we're not gonna watch highlights. We're just gonna talk about it. So like I said, if you're able to, you're watching this on Twitter, Twitter, YouTube. Sure to sub Twitch. Um, so once the ad break ends on Twitch, we are gonna watch the NASCAR highlights. Now people were saying it's a controversial finish. I don't think it was. From what I'm seeing, they had to throw for caution. Should it be overtime of racing? No, it should not be. But unfortunately, that's the way NASCAR decides to run things. So, yeah, I'm gonna need to. Sorry. Mom says she's having a little trouble breathing, and I didn't know if we need to skip tacos because sometimes they just load them with cheese, and to suffer asthma. So I could get into political things about the healthcare in this country, but I won't because I'll have to stop myself off a risk for breaking my own rules. But anyways, I'm just so yeah. So far, um, Blue Jackets win correct. Rangers win not. So 1-1. Correct for Blue Jackets win. Correct always win. So that's 1 win, 1 loss. So got my NASCAR prediction right, which we're gonna see in 13 seconds for highlights of. So let's get that ready. Actually, I'm gonna mute desktop audio 1 for 1 second so I don't blast your eardrums out. I'm gonna turn this sounds about my own eardrums out. So welcome back, Twitch. Once again, if you're able to and you don't like ads, just subscribe. Or use Turbo. I get the money you would not, for money I would receive from ads. It's also Turbo. So if you have Turbo, you can I get the money from Turbo. Like I can tell where my mod captains watch because I look at my money made. I see Twitch from Twitch Turbo. I think he saw Turbo. I know he's gonna be streaming a lot more often, so I'll be supporting him. I'll add him to my. Wait, I think Brett's already my recommended streamers, but all right, let's change the credit because we're not watching highlights of that. We're watching highlights of the NASCAR race, which I should be able to watch fully. Well, at least not fully. Like if I didn't get to watch fully, I should have been able to watch the highlights because we should play Miami and we should not be doing a best of free. I've been saying this since year 1 of the format, and I've been podcasting for 5 years now. This is a horrible format. It's just make a single elimination throughout. If we're gonna do single elimination for the rest of the Audi MLS Cup playoffs, I didn't cover him very well. I do. My mom gave me a plastic trash bag. Like, him clean for trips to like Chicago. Um. So if you do want to help, tips I appreciate, but not. I'm much rather you donate to Feeding America, especially since we're in a government shutdown and SNAP issues, and turkey's so expensive. Everything's expensive, but I don't want to get too political But we are raising money for Feeding America, regardless of the government shutdown or not, because people need help, and you know, Feeding America feeds America. But anyways, wow, I did not mean to slam my table like that. Let's go to window capture. Let's pull up. Oh, okay. Let's there we go. I didn't want. We almost had Streamception.
Leaves the track quite.
Oh, give me 1 second. I don't know why you're not showing the. There we go. Now it's showing NASCAR. Even OBS has been like, even OBS is Monday brain today. It's just really funny. But you know, anyways, here we are. For a final time in 2025, let's watch NASCAR
More
highlights.
time to think about what's at stake in this season finale.
I just can't believe I changed your pick turned out right. Now, Kyle did not win the race, but he did with the championship. So, in this format, you do not need to win the race. You just need to finish the highest driver of it, Final Four. And that's what Larson did. I won't say right caution, it's controversial, but
as they get into their early race rhythm,
you have, when there's a car on the wall, you have to call a caution. So I'm just having YouTube Premium where I pay for if I can afford it properly.
Denny Hamlin has seen his advantage basically cut in half with William Byron, who is on the surge. Look at that right there. How much slower William Byron's able to leave the corner.
For 6 months I got Disney
Steve talked about it, how 3 and 4 is completely different than this end of the corner. William now is running the high
even
line.
with Dash Passes,
Can't wait to see what William Byron does in the 24 car
except
here. Go to the top.
But try to help charity,
Yeah,
but you
there
can
you go.
help
I love
other
this
things
move.
if you do a tip.
Go somewhere
Anyways,
different. Look at that run on the outside. Will got him. William Byron intensifying.
Yeah, you can tell there's
pressure
really
to
not
Denny
much to talk
Hamlin.
about in the first stage
52
where we
laps and
skip
Hamlin
from
hasn't
the
seen
start
somebody
of the
threaten his
race
lead like this. Now what we haven't seen. Can't wait to see what William Byron, who is on the surge. Look at that right there. How much lower William Byron's able to leave the corner.
I'm sorry,
Steve talked about it, how 3 and 4 is completely different than this end of the corner. William now is running the high line. Can't wait to see what William Byron does in the 24 car here.
And 8 to go, which was lap 53.
Yeah,
so
this move. Go somewhere different. Look at that run on the outside. Will got him. William Byron.
no, what's happening to Denny Hamlin is horrible, but that doesn't automatically mean he's the championship.
His lead like this. Now, what we haven't seen is the ability to run as high in this end of the racetrack. So Williams says, no problem. I'll just make it 3 wide.
To be honest,
Riley Herbst on one
we've already
side,
seen this in
Hamlin
championship
on the other, Shane Van Gisbergen up ahead.
contention. It's because of silly playoffs.
Remember the strength of William Byron last week to win that race at
I'll have
Martinsville
to look it up in Discord on my phone so we can keep watching highlights. But
speed, was able to take advantage, and now
I'm
he's
pretty
got it
sure
again today.
if out with the playoffs,
they always do. They typically do. But look at
Art
Denny
Larson
Hamlin
still
around
have
the
won
outside. Byron's
the
down
championship.
low. What a restart from the 11. We're talking about his woes with that clutch. No worries there. How about Larson? He jumped to the outside. This is something you never see. Denny Hamlin is over a half a second faster than second and third place. That tells me that what Denny Hamlin is doing, he is learning and pushing his race car. He wants to know what it will and will not do. These two guys, they are doing that.
Cut points. Christopher Bell will be the champion.
23. He turned left and he's just overall down on total speed. I don't know if it's an engine issue or a gearing issue, but you see cars left and right. Is he looking for pit road? I think he is. Oh, but he missed the entrance. We'll have to see if the 23
Denny
can get back
Hamlin
around
would
the
have
pit road.
finished 367 points off of with the old point standings. I'll be right back. So
See some smoke out the back. I can't tell if it's engine or tire. Right sides look up.
Excuse me.
No grip, and then it just spun on me.
No, there you have it. Said it spun out.
Uh-oh! One of the championship 4. Chase Briscoe.
Bring it to us, bring it to us.
Tell us more, Dave.
Tire down. He radioed
With,
that just
this-
as the caution was coming out from
with
Van
the old
Gisbergen,
Winston Cup
but you can see
format,
it's the right rear.
only.
Tire down, tire down.
Oh,
Copy, caution, caution, caution. Got wrecking up here in front of us.
looks like.
Number one, he did not wreck the race car. That was
I don't
a
know.
fortunate break. Number two, look at the in front. You see the smoke?
I
he
think
is-
it's wow
he is
how
off
many
the pace.
points we paid out Winston Cup.
He is nowhere near the back of the pack. Look, still don't see him, still don't see him, still don't see him. There he is.
Without like
that radio?
say
Say
playoffs,
something's bent on
say there's no
I think
playoffs, he keeps
something
stage
is amiss on
racing.
this car.
Golly, the clutch, dude, it shoots me out like it's right on the edge of engaging, disengaging, because now
Brad Kosowski went on the rant, which he's allowed to.
Another tire failure.
He's the
It looks
driver.
Like to me, the 16 of AJ Allmendinger. This is the second hit that he's had today, this weekend.
Yeah, I was.
It looked
I
very
just looked over. I
similar
was
to
like,
what he
oh,
had
cars
in
has supposed to look
practice.
like that because.
Let's have a look at what happened to AJ.
Yeah, he's in the corner,
I
and there it
believe
goes.
this happened.
Another blow front
Dude,
tire.
Giants
It's-
game.
Once that happens, Steve, it just does not turn.
And here is the
Like I
Mass
said,
Pro Shops
Winston
Toyota
Cup
of Chase Briscoe.
points.
Just got told by his crew chief,
Bless him
James
if not won
Small,
the championship,
we are experts at
unfortunately.
overcoming adversity. We've done it so many times this year and almost tags the back of the 48. That was close. Well, that's a good point that you bring up because his teammate at Joe Gibbs Racing, Chase Briscoe, just said, hey, got told we are experts at overcoming adversity. 3 wide and Briscoe's on the inside of Logano and Elliott. Well, that theme runs true for the race leader, Denny Hamlin. Think
Yeah,
about
24
this year,
24
everything
laps
that he's
to go
had
in
on
stage
his mind.
2.
And look at this angry little bunch here.
That right there was a championship 4 move. The 19 went in there 3 wide and just slid the other 2.
Problems here for Ty Dillon.
So I
we
don't.
saw
When they
his
have
older
yellow
brother
on for
have that
playoff
front line
drivers,
issue. Now it's the 10's turn.
that reminds me of when it was in
rear.
Sprint Cup days, because you know
Ooh,
Sprint
loose in.
is
Hard to tell from that
unfortunately
angle
has
if the
black and
tire was
yellow as
already
their
flat.
colors.
It's off
So
the wheel, which probably tells me that it kind of went flat first. It's
You know, he'll be honest about himself and things
and
he needs to be better.
yeah,
than
that's right.
stage
Stage
in.
2 ended a
Happened
caution
right
and
here.
Hamlin
I think we
won.
might have a tire going down. I mean, I'm left side of the car. 12 just said it's flat, left rear is flat. Just be ready on the left side.
Flat left rear going down. They're having trouble getting that left side tire up. This pit crew's done a fantastic
Really?
job
That pit
all
stop,
day
that was
long. He's gonna
13.6
lose
seconds.
several
That is
spots
what
here,
cost.
But still a good break to catch that
I
left
thought
rear.
I
And
honestly
they're
thought it was
lucky
going to cost.
that was not under green for those
Initially,
final
that was
few
going to
laps.
a
cost
good break, but as expected, a
for
slower
championship
stop.
for
I
Hamlin,
imagine that
but
flat left rear, it is
overtime
so
did,
hard to get
which
that
I'm happy
outside
Larson
jack
won,
post
but I'm
kind
not
of
happy
loose.
he
Let's
wanted
just watch
overtime.
this jack
I
man. He's gonna
despise
come around,
overtime
try to get underneath there.
in racing. I'm very
You know,
vocal about
yeah,
it.
So he ends up, it looks like it spit the jack out. He had to do
And,
it a second time
you
with
know.
a second jack. Lug nut is supposed to stay magnetically attached to the socket. You're going to see right here that kind of slow pull in the rear, but the front, oh, we should see that again. The guy in the front reaches to his belt, grabs the extra lug nut. It was absolutely well orchestrated and very well prepared.
Wilson also had a
So
slow
good
stop,
job on
so
that
that's.
situation for the 18 right there. See
I
that
kind of
arrow
forgot
at
Wilson
the
had a slow
bottom,
stop,
pulling it off.
which.
Byron with a great run off turn 2 to get the lead.
Ross
Slash
Chastain in
cheats.
the mix. But it's the Exalta Chevy that leads. And then Blaney, Chastain,
That's what
and Briscoe and Elliott.
put Larson back in championship
It's the first time the
condition.
11 Denny Hamlin has been back in traffic. He and the 5 car both. The 5 car in 15th, Hamlin in 10th.
So.
Big run by the 19.
The problem with this current format is for
That
the
that we saw out of James
oh, sorry,
Small
26
a minute ago,
races
'cause
don't
he couldn't
matter.
buy the one. Now the one's gonna fight back.
Briscoe's just not messing around.
you can
Looks
argue
like
for
this
first
is my
25 races
spot.
don't matter. Which is
Racing
why
for a
I don't watch
championship
NASCAR
in
as
his
much
first
as I
year at Joe
used
Gibbs
to.
Racing. This would be something special.
Look at Briscoe running Chastain.
I know
all the way out of
Polo
the
won the
groove.
championship early.
Will it
this
cost him
year,
a
but at
spot to
least
the 12 car though?
Every race mattered. For second, third.
Come on the radio and said I had a flat slide and then goes tire
Really?
down, tire down. You can see
That's-
right there the right front tire went down for the 5 team. They were just
tires were a
recovering
problem,
from
but
the
I
back
like-
race on the end of stage 2 and also the 19, Dave.
19 is complaining as well. Flat tire for Chase Briscoe. It's the right rear again.
He's gonna try to get the pit road as he slides up into traffic, nearly getting hit by the 11 of Hamlin.
The 5 with very quick work on the right side. We'll see if the 19's able to get the right side.
I mean, I know Sanford used to get to pit, but
another flat tire on the right front of the
yeah, that was the
77.
story of her race. Flat tire, flat tire, flat tire, flat tire, flat tire.
Widespread as now we have a
That
flat
means she
tire
does
on the
flat
right
tires.
front. The fear though is you pit under green, someone stays out,
So.
they have a tire trouble, and now you're trapped down like the 19 and the 5.
We saw Denny Hamlin underneath the 12 car.
Oop.
Watch this
Yeah,
right
well.
here. Gets on the apron a little bit. Up the racetrack he went. Both of those drivers, Blaney and Hamlin, did a really good job. Hamlin
And then
bounced it off
after
the
this, we'll
flat part
talk
of the
about
racetrack. And he,
my good life
So
title.
far, out of the championship 4, is the only one who hasn't had that issue. As he lunges for the inside on his teammate into the shadows. At 24 has been out front plenty today for 40 laps. And now he's alongside Chase Elliott.
You know,
And
it just
regains the lead
stinks.
once again.
Trying to cross over.
But for
See if
how
he gets
much
a run
longer?
down the hill.
24 should have momentum off the top to clear the 9.
Excuse me, Vap. This is the way we crown the GP in NASCAR.
Uh-oh, problem, big problem. Up ahead,
Austin Cindric.
turn 4.
I mean,
Watch
there are
this.
drivers
Watch
who
the
are
11 car.
thankfully fighting
Coming
back
onto pit
against
road.
this. Like,
He's looking at his tachometer. He thinks he has a little more speed.
I know
Watch him turn left right
we
here.
should listen to
Gain
fans
on
and
the
drivers,
11.
but especially
So he
fans,
has a
because
little
we're the
more
ones
speed than the 11,
who
and
give
just
NASCAR
that
their
little
money.
bit is how he got penalized.
I support Shell because they sponsor
William
IndyCar.
Byron. Behind them.
So if you
Ryan
sponsor
Blaney and Josh Berry.
IndyCar,
A
speaking of
little
sponsors, it'd be
nudge,
nice to have a
second nudge
sponsor someday.
Between Byron and Hamlin.
We're looking at my monitor to make sure I'm not missing chat because I see chat on the screen.
Neither have been a NASCAR Cup Series champion
I need
before.
to
It is all on the line here with 45 to go.
have better
William
ways
Byron used a
of
little bit of that apron, trying to shorten the racetrack up just a little bit.
Danny Hamlin is
Excuse me.
sending the 11 into both corners. He just
looking at
can't
chat during
clear.
podcasts,
Another touch down the backstretch.
Trying to
which
unsettle each other.
when it gets up at my mom's, I'm gonna
Look
have
at this.
hopefully these free monitors. So like, chat
And Hamlin
here,
on the gas
whatever
like
we're
he
talking
was
about
on that
podcasts here,
restart.
if it OBS on that side, although I have so much trouble with
44
OBS, I may,
JJ
well, maybe I know.
Something's happened. The right front not only is flat, but it's
Oh my gosh, a Fanatic Sports
You see all
car.
those two-tire stops coming through.
Yeah,
Four
it's
tires
especially.
for
I don't know why
the 11.
NASCAR will allow that after
You
the
just cannot continue to follow. You have to do
all the
something.
investigations
Everything is
about
on the
NBA
line.
game
Coming
fixing
to the
and
Busch Light
BS,
restart
which
zone. Chase Briscoe
as we were
leads
here
his
with
field
sports
to
betting,
green.
it's going to happen
And maybe
eventually.
to a championship.
We were just waiting for people to get caught, and they got
Larson are
caught.
side by side.
Huge advantage for Denny Hamlin here.
So
Watch the 24 of Byron.
you know,
Blaney in the middle. Josh Berry in that 21 on the low side. Kyle Busch
it's
there
wild
in the eight.
that somehow we
Berry
always
gets a little
end up with a
wiggly. Here
championship drivers
comes
first,
Hamlin.
second, third, and
On
fourth.
the inside of his teammate. Larson's up high there. 3 wide. 3 wide.
I
coming
think
in
there's
to the
some
front
kind of
stretch, and
like
the dog-legged William
agreement with
Byron
driver
makes
speeding.
it 4. Byron to the lead.
Unless it's like last lap, you won't mess with a championship
You
before,
know that
which
there's a
I think is
championship on
BS.
the line right here, right now. Look at the way they're driving.
How about that move by Denny Hamlin? He did not fight William Byron on corner entry. He just checked up, went to the bottom, and made the pass. Patience, understanding the strength of his
Well, I
car.
say
What
that,
a
and
smart
Briscoe
move.
drops to 5th.
204 laps
So.
led. Closing in on 3 laps to go. The performance behind the wheel.
And here
the
comes
car
the caution that led to
has been just
overtime.
Unbelievable today. What a great race car and what a
Joe
great
Gibbs
job
is like,
by
I'm
the
too old for
driver,
this
the
crap.
crew, everybody.
And he would say
Here's
crap
him.
because he's a Christian, and I need to be
Oh
more like him
boy.
and cuss less.
William Byron. William Byron has a tire issue and the caution is out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a caution. That was a caution.
And Norkin Hamlin so close to the end. Listen,
He put.
Oh, as soon as he lifted, he knew he was in trouble. He just cannot keep it from hitting the wall.
He said the call is Tundra. Hey, Garden brought him down pit road. It's going to be 4 fresh tires to Steve's point.
Denny, you don't drive a Tundra, you drive a Camry.
Friday night.
If you drove a
Well,
Tundra,
Hamlin's
this would be
gonna
the Truck
lose a
Series.
ton of track position here.
So many 2-tire calls,
So.
and at the front of them will be Blaney and Larson. It will set
But
up
once again,
absolute required precision.
I
for Hamlin now.
despise
we're
overtime.
in NASCAR overtime. to decide this
Denny Hamlin
2025
should have fought under
championship. Is
caution
it going
and
to
won
be
the
Kyle
championship.
Larson? Is it going to be Denny
I'm happy
Hamlin?
I picked was right, but
Here we go to determine the championship.
um
NASCAR overtime presented by Credit One.
I've always been against
Hamlin
overtime.
on
I
the far
will
right.
be.
Look for the big P on the hood, and he's almost level with
So.
Larson. Larson's way up high, and look at Larson shoot around them all. Logano gets a little bit squiggly.
Wait, I think the problem was
Keselowski
that
leads.
him only took 2
Larson's way up
tires.
high to determine the championship.
To go back because I totally missed
To
that.
decide this 2025
Oh no, Larson took 2
championship.
tires.
Is it
Hamlin
going
took
to be
4,
Kyle
which
Larson? Is it going to be Denny Hamlin?
that is weird that Larson was able to get a better jump with 2 tires instead of 4 tires. I thought it was 4 rounds. I thought Denny Hamlin's pit took a. I thought the strategist took a risk and it paid off, but Larson took a risk and it paid off.
Way up high. And look at Larson shoot around them all.
So I'm glad next year for championship races at Homestead Miami. I am not a big fan of Phoenix.
Keselowski leads.
Glad IndyCar's going back, but they kind of ruined the reconfiguration. They kind of ruined this track with reconfiguration.
White flag is out. Final lap of the season, presented by Credit One Bank.
So
There is
white
less than a
flag
mile
would
between
in the
Kyle
race.
Larson and a second NASCAR Cup Series championship. Hamlin isn't within reach.
So yeah, Larson
Incredible day, incredible scenes.
and Raksowski just being
And
a
the
lap
33-year-old
car pain
from
of it,
Elk Grove,
but
California, Kyle Larson comes to the line and is a two-time
so
champion.
cause Blanley won. Because was not a lap car. I can't read apparently. So his car farted.
I want to congratulate you
So
on being a two-time NASCAR Cup Series champion and present to you the Bill France Cup.
see, I was thinking in my head the last time FCC played on the championship race, Larson won the championship. Unfortunately, they lost, and then I realized, wait, Larson won the championship, and then by that time it was only 2-0. It's like,
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports. If you enjoyed what you just watched,
okay,
well, it's time to bring the action
like,
and subscribe to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube
but the
channel.
last time
You
they
can
lost,
have
it was
all.
not for
News,
the
highlights,
Endless Cup
interviews, and analysis.
playoffs.
So go for it.
It was decision day, so. All right, now let's get to what I was going to talk about. What I was going to talk about in the Go Live notification. Cincinnati coaching. I don't. Okay, it is very safe to say after losing to the Jets last week and then blowing a win with what 58 seconds left in the Bengals game. I can for sure say it's Zach Taylor's on the super hot seat. Yeah, they scored with 17 seconds left of the game. 58 yards too. Like, it was embarrassing, man. Like, I is 3-6. I don't see. I don't know if they should fire Zach Taylor mid-season. I don't know if that would help, but it's getting to a point where you have to wonder. Anyways, sorry, that's my fault, but yeah, you gotta wonder how much more space you give Zach Taylor. Yeah, I mean, you could argue, yeah, I know he made the Super Bowl back in 2021, but what has he done since? Um, since the Super Bowl appearance, um, so uh since the Super Bowl, which we lost in a very controversial fashion in the AFC Championship game. That was Bolshevik, and we all know it. But since then, 9-8, 9-8, and right now 3-6. Yes, it's a winning record, but we go from a Super Bowl to the AFC Championship game to third place, third place, third place. It's just a pattern. That cannot happen. So, all right. Yeah, I just don't understand how Zach Taylor does a job. I think he's a cool guy. I think he's a great guy. I just don't think right now he should have a job. Like I said, since for AFC Championship game where we won back-to-back North titles, we have Zach Taylor took over in 2019, which 2 of 14, 4 of 11. We draft Joe Burrow. He gets to a Super Bowl, and I think that's a problem right now. I think the problem is Zach Taylor peaked too soon. And expectations were way too high. Like the fact that we haven't been to the AFC Championship game since the controversial loss, which basically handed Chiefs back-to-back Super Bowl wins. It's crazy. And now we got a little up 75 to fatigue. And I feel like Pat Noonan is kind of the same boat. Because of one really good season, he has more job security than he should. I know he's been the best coach in club history, but there comes a point where everyone's reached for a peak. And could Pat Noonan be at that? I don't know. I can complain about the best of 3 all I want, but the fact is that we've only swept once. Now it's unique as the Grand Bulls. 1-1, lost 2, lost 3. Reverse sweep. That's how it happened against New York City FC. And if we don't have Matt, we don't have at least have Nick, because I know we won't have Matt. It could happen again, where every year of getting knocked out for first round, and after winning the Supporter Shield in 2023, making the Eastern Conference Final, 2 back-to-back first round exits. That's got to be considering at least hard. I've said it with one of my friends, Josh, who's actually a mod here. I guess he's a great friend and an awesome person. But we were talking about it on the concourse after a match. back in August, which is what cost us the Shield. We lost the Shield by 1 point because we dropped 9 points in 4 matches. That's what cost us the Shield. And I mean, regardless, we would play Columbus at home, but no, we won't play Columbus. We would play Chicago because Chicago is a wild card. What am I thinking? And I believe, did Chicago force the game free? I'll actually have to look that up. That's right, they did not. So, had we not crapped for bed in August, we probably could have beat Chicago. This is all whataboutism and what ifs. So we really can't say. Now, unfortunately for Red Card and Cooper, rest Red Card for denial of goal scoring opportunity or dog so. But his first yellow card, I honestly don't see much in that first yellow card. If we're being honest here. Like, I say dog soap because it's way easier to say this and less have for do they have instant replay for playoffs? I don't think they do. Which you think it would it'd be more boring to do instant replay, which is where Analyst Andrew Reeby breaks down what we fans call controversial. So we send it to him and he breaks it down. Now, I don't think it's controversial, but I would love to have explanation. I would like that explanation, but I guess you could just show highlights just for that real quick. Let's get to the credit. Keeps going right past it. So but yeah, I'm gonna it was I believe what was it, the 38th minute. No, talked about in a server I'm with friends. Yeah, 38th minute. So we're just gonna mute this. We're just gonna skip ahead through 38.
But keep in mind.
I wish we had like time cards before each minute. So
Herrera is down. Now this is given to Herrera. Kubo defending. Herrera is down.
Yep.
Kubo's going to be sent off. Straight red.
I don't know how you give a straight red on someone who already has yellow. That makes zero sense.
Straight red for denying the obvious goal scoring opportunity.
Herrera enough, but Herrera does a wonderful job of getting in between the ball.
I don't wait. Is that even a thing? I might look this up because I always question endless officiating. Pretty sure. I don't know if you can. But Von's thing is that they're not going to opportunity should have happened because of the idiotic best of free. They don't care about growing MLS, they just care about money. But anyways, that anyways, I like Zach Taylor, but I think his days as a Bengals head coach are numbered. But then again, excuse me. I know some of this weren't all his fault, but the fact that he went 2-14 to 4-11. Yeah, I just we're going to do another Marvin Lewis situation where ownership refuses to fire coaches who need to be fired. I hope that is not in the FCC, but like I said, Pat Noonan is a great coach, but I don't know if I can justify after winning support the Shield of 2023 after making for Eastern Conference Final 2023. I don't know if I can support back-to-back first round losses and say he deserves to keep his job. Maybe if he does, he's on thin ice. But I honestly, if we lose Saddam Newton now, I'm sorry, it's just how it is. But anyways, we're gonna go to the future predictions portion. We're gonna try to predict the future. Wi-Fi. Believe starting with tonight and the Edmonton Oilers, if I remember correctly. Yes, they're playing in St. Louis. I think we beat the Blues. If not, that is very concerning. And I don't think I know the Jackets on the road, but I don't think they play till tomorrow. No, they don't play until Wednesday. Part of Wednesday night hockey. I think we beat the Flames 2-0. 2-0. So 11 free, which is tonight. I guess the only good thing about Jackets not playing to Wednesday is they get a little time to get used to the 2-hour time difference. Takes us to 6. Wait, I believe the Oilers have back-to-back. Red 4th, that's right. So unfortunately, I think they lose to the Stars. So at least we're staying the same times in the Central Time Zone, so that should help. So 11-5. 6, I believe, will be Thursday. Jackets are off in 7th will be Friday. 8th Saturday. Hockey Night in Canada. Both the Jackets and Oilers start at the same time, so this, you know, again, you can't at 7 and 10. Oilers play Colorado, and unfortunately, I think the Avs take this one. It was funny. The last time the Jackets played Vancouver, I was in Chicago, and it tried to tell me I couldn't watch it when I was in Chicago. I'm so confused. I was like, what do you mean? I'm not in Ohio. I'm in Chicago. What's it, the Chicago Blue Jackets now? Anyways, I think it was decided they have MFF. I know it's still MFF, obviously, but it's just wild that I had to restart my ESPN app just to watch Blue Jackets when I was out of market. But I think we can beat Vancouver 2-1, and I would think it's a Sunday. The Bengals are thankfully on a bye, so won't have to be disappointed by that. Wait, before we get to Sunday, I was talking about Game 3. I think they advance, but it's gonna be another 1-0. 1-0. So, and now we can talk about Formula 1. You know, with it being Brazil, I think Max Verstappen's gonna win. Alright, so my podium will be Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, and then Oscar comes third. The driver's title, driver's championship is still up. Why did it highlight so much? It's still up for grabs. So yeah, but that will do it for today. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. God bless. Excuse me. I still believe that Jesus is Lord, and I will see you tomorrow after excuse me, Napoli's Champions League match. 12:45 kickoff, so should be a little bit shorter, but I do want to return to the farms. And wishing you on YouTube, we're ending in 3, 2, 1.